Hello everyone, and glad to be back with you once again. Mr. Vital here with another video in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club. Always glad to share this time with you all as we're going through our virtual learning that we would usually be doing during the school year, but we're back here once again to share with you another principle. As always, we're always focusing on the I am more than enough based on the book we were teaching during the year, and it focuses on 3 points, which is love, respect, and gratitude, also known as thank you. And of course, these principles were taught to the Boys and Girls Club of Brazoria County throughout the school year, and now we're picking up these learnings through our virtual classes that we are doing here today. So once again, glad to be back with you. Today we are going to talk about goals. Yes, that's right, we are going to talk about goals. And basically, goals are an objective, an intention to do something that you want to do to, most of the times, better your life. You want to do some things that's going to improve your life in some type of way. It's a mark. It's something you're trying to reach. It's something you're trying to achieve, whether that's through school, whether that's through your family, friends, your social groups, whatever that is. So goals is going to be our key point for today. And today we are going to look at a new activity, and it is called the Wheel of Goals. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an activity, and for this activity you will need a few things. You will need a piece of paper, a piece of construction paper. You can choose whatever color you would like. We have a couple of colors here. We have some yellow, some orange. You can choose whatever color you'd like. We're going to have some construction paper, and you'll need some markers. And what we're going to do today is we're going to identify goals in different areas of our life. So we're going to look at something and work these things out, do different areas of life. And what we're going to do today is going to be called the Wheel of Goals. So we will look at a wheel of goals. Like I said, you'll have your construction paper, you have some markers, and we'll get started with the activity. So how we are going to get this started, for one, on your paper, you will draw a gigantic circle, just one big circle, and you will have that to get you started. This will be the start of your, quote unquote pie chart or your wheel. So first we'll start with one line down the center and one line across there. So you have your circle broken up into 4 parts. So we have a 4-part circle, and we will identify each different part of the circle to focus on different goals that we want to look and achieve in our lives. So as we look at our wheel of goals, so here we go. This is our wheel of goals. So it's broken down into 4 parts. And so you will have 4 different quadrants that you will want to focus on. So this top right will be family. So you'll write family outside of that one there. This one here will be friends. So you have family, friends. On this other side, this will be school there. And on the top, this will be activities or hobbies. Maybe even sports if you play sports as well. Obviously, I know many of you may be in some different sports leagues and you're not able to play those sports because of the current situation that we are in. So you'll have family, friends, school, and activities. Now, what are some things that you would like to achieve in each of these different parts of your life? So let's start with the most important of all of them, the family. So let's just say one of your goals is to make sure and keep better contact, keep in touch. And maybe you'll say that you will look to encourage your family to do more events. Now, for each one of these different sectors, family, friends, school, and activities, you will want to do 3 different things. You'll want to do 3 different goals you'll want for each. So we'll have three goals for each of those. So we started with family, keep in touch events. For your friends, it could be similar. Maybe you want to keep in touch, especially during this time, with all of you not being able to hang out with your friends as much. I know that's got to be somewhat stressful, maybe a little sad that you'd want to hang out with your friends. And maybe you'll, maybe want to do something for them. Obviously, it's not a lot you can do. Maybe, send them a message. Maybe, get them a card. Anything of that nature. You'll want to do something with your friends, and maybe even meet up with some socially distanced activities. Maybe you can get together with other friends and maybe have a little socially distanced activity that you guys do together. School. Obviously, you're still doing a couple of some of the online learning. Teachers are doing things via virtual, via Zoom and things of that nature. So what's some of the goals you may want to have when it comes to school? Maybe you want to improve grades. Something else you may want to do is get involved in some activities. Whatever your goals are, you can decide to write those in there. Remember, you want to get at least 3 per for each sector of your will. You want to get 3 in each of those. And of course, with activities, just get involved. And this is going to be a tough one. This will be more so one that will be more useful when we come back and schools open back up and you're able to do these different activities, whether it's sports, football, basketball, volleyball, track, or if it's baseball, and just different things like that, or even if your hobby is, let's just say, choir or art club or different things of those nature. So you want to make sure and get that one filled in as well. That one will be used more when things open back up. And maybe some of these clubs are available now. I'm not so sure about that. But whatever you can do, you want to set goals in each one of these, because obviously a goal is something that you want to achieve and want to attain. And no matter what age group you are, setting goals is very, very, very important, because each day we're striving to be better. Striving to be better people, striving to be better parents, striving to be better teachers, striving to be better students. And so you need to know where you're going so that you can know if you're improving. So that's what goals does for you. And this wheel of goals here is a very good activity for you to be able to have that chart in place. When you have your thing here, when you can put this up and look at the different areas of your life where you'd like to become better, where you'd like to improve, and where you'd like to do some things that will elevate, that will make you be better, make you happier. You'll definitely want to do those. So remember, family, friends, school, and activities. That's going to be your 4 for your wheel of goals. Go ahead and get started on that project. I think it'll be a great one. Go ahead and get that started. Work with your parents with it. Get some things going. And we'll be back here to catch up with you really soon as we go into our Q&A here in just a moment. Get started on your wheel of goals. We'll be back and see you soon. And we are back. Thank you all once again. Hopefully you've gotten your wheel of goals going and getting that project started. It's going to be a great project to be able to get your goals in line and understand what you want to do in the 4 areas of life, which includes family, friends, school, and activities. Now it's time for the Boys and Girls Club of Brazoria County mailbag question for today. And today our question comes from none other than Justin, our family engagement specialist. Mr. Justin does a lot of great things, works out of the corporate office. And his question is, for today, how do you motivate yourself to do something that will be both mentally and physically taxing? Justin, that is a great question, and one that is always going to be one that's going to be beautiful to address. How do you stay motivated in doing those things that can really, really drain you? And the bottom line is to know what your goal is. When you have a goal and you have the beautiful picture of what that is you're trying to achieve at the end of the tunnel, then there's not going to be much that's going to stop you from wanting to get there. Because wouldn't you say that the beautiful thing is that when you talk about moving forward towards that which you want, the motivation is knowing that it's satisfying. Is it something you value? Is it something that you know that completing this task, reaching this goal, achieving this milestone, is it going to be something that will be a life changer for you? Will it change the lives of others, your family, your friends, the community, the world, your country? When that is the most important thing for you, there's not much in between that can stop you. And really and truly, the more adversity, the more you build up your character, the more you build up your inner, your mental strength, your mental toughness to be able to push through and get to that goal that you're trying to achieve. So yes, it can be quite taxing. You know, I think about that a lot, you know, working with the different organizations I work with right now. So when you talk about what is going to take push forward, it's going to take a lot of mental toughness, it's going to take a lot of persistence, and it's going to take a lot of really just inner willpower to just push through and just make it happen. And really and truly, what is going to help you get to that point is when you look in the mirror and say, is what I'm doing worth it? Is what I am doing worth it? When you can answer that question and you can answer it truthfully, you will know that there is nothing that will get in your way of achieving that which you want. No sickness, no tiredness, no, I don't feel like it, this, I want to give up. All of that stuff is off the table because you know that the end of the road and the journey to get there is one of the most beautiful things in life and one of the most beautiful things you'll want to experience. Once again, thank you, Justin, for that question. And for any of you who want to get in the Boys and Girls Club Brazoria mailbag, be sure to send your email over to info@ahmadvital.com. That is info@ahmadvital.com. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you once again for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Thank you much. And keep showing up on the field of life. We'll see you soon.